Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so excited today because this is the very first episode of our journey from zero to hero. I'm here with my teacher, ready to start learning English from the very beginning. I feel a little nervous, but also really curious.
That's completely normal. Curiosity means your mind is open to learn. And remember, this series is made for learners like you to move from zero to confidence, one small step at a time.
Thank you, sir. I've always wanted to speak English fluently, but sometimes it feels too hard. There are so many words, accents, and grammar rules. Why is English so important anyway?
That's a very good question. English isn't just a language, it's a bridge that connects people. Wherever you go in the world, English helps you communicate. It's the language of travel, work, and education.
Hmm, I see. Like when I watch movies or online classes, most of them are in English. I always wish I could understand everything without subtitles.
Exactly. English gives you access to information, books, videos, research, conversations with people from around the world. When you understand English, your world becomes bigger, your confidence grows.
But I'm afraid of making mistakes. Sometimes I feel shy when I try to speak and people look at me.
Everyone feels that fear at the beginning, but mistakes are not a bad thing, they are a sign of progress. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner who made hundreds of mistakes. What matters is that you keep speaking.
I like that. So even if I make errors, it's okay as long as I keep trying.
Exactly. Consistency is more powerful than perfection. If you speak a little every day, listen carefully, and stay curious, your progress will surprise you.
So, what will we learn in this series?
We'll start with simple daily conversation, greetings, self-introductions, and common phrases. Then, we'll explore basic grammar in an easy way. We'll learn vocabulary for daily life, work, and travel. Later, we'll work on pronunciation, tone, and speaking naturally.
That sounds really exciting. I've always wanted to speak like native speakers, but didn't know where to start.
And that's exactly why From Zero to Hero exists, to make learning simple and real. Not boring lessons, but real conversations that you can use every day.
I like that. It feels more human, more natural, not just reading from a book.
Because language is alive. It's not just rules, it's emotion, connection, and confidence. When you speak English, you're not only learning words, you're learning how to express your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. So, learning English can actually change how we see the world.
Exactly. It changes how you think, how you connect, and how you grow. It opens opportunities, new friendships, better jobs, freedom to explore new ideas.
That's really inspiring. I think I'm ready to start this journey now.
That's what I love to hear. Keep that energy because every great journey begins with one simple step.
I will remember that, and I'm ready to take that first step right now.
Perfect. Let's begin by understanding what English really is, not just as a language, but as a tool for your growth and expression.
Sir, you said English gives us confidence and connection, but how can just words do all that? They're just sounds, right?
That's the magic of language. Words aren't just sounds, they're thoughts, emotions, energy. The right words can lift you up or pull you down.
So, when I learn English words, I'm actually learning how to think differently?
Exactly. Every word you learn adds a new window in your mind. Through that window, you see the world a little clearer, a little wider.
Hmm, that's deep. Can you give me an example?
Sure, think of the word possible. When you truly understand it, you start seeing chances everywhere. But before that, you only saw limits. One single word can change your whole mindset.
That's so true. When people say, it's possible, it suddenly feels lighter, like hope.
Exactly. English is full of such words like hope, believe, create, begin. These aren't just vocabulary words, they're power words.
So, learning English is not only about speaking, it's about feeling and thinking in a new way.
Perfectly said. When you think in English, you start building confidence naturally. You stop translating from your native language. You start expressing.
That's what I want, to express freely without overthinking.
And you will, step by step. Every word you learn, every phrase you practice, it becomes part of you.
But, sir, sometimes I memorize new words and forget them the next day. It's frustrating.
That's completely normal. Words are like new friends. If you meet them once, you might forget them. But if you spend time with them, talk to them, use them, they stay with you.
I never thought of words like friends before.
Try it. Treat every new word kindly. Don't rush. Feel it. Say it slowly. Confidence, journey, dream. Notice how each word carries an emotion.
Yes, dream feels warm. Journey feels long but exciting.
See? That's connection. When you feel a word, you'll never forget it again.
Sir, can words really change people?
They already do. Every single day. Words start wars, and words create peace. Words hurt, and words heal. The way you use English can inspire someone or break them. That's why learning it with heart matters.
That's powerful. So, when we learn English, we also learn how to be kind, positive, and clear.
Exactly. English isn't just grammar or accent, it's attitude. The more positive your words, the more powerful your personality.
I like that. Positive words, powerful personality.
Remember that line. It's your guide. The way you speak shapes the way people see you and how you see yourself.
Sir, now I understand. English isn't just about sounding smart, it's about growing as a person.
Beautifully said. When you speak English with emotion and honesty, you don't just communicate, you connect.
So every time I say something in English, I'm not just practicing, I'm creating energy.
Yes, every word carries vibration. When you say, I can, your brain listens. It starts believing.
That's amazing. I never realized words could be so powerful.
That's the secret most learners miss. They study English with fear, not with feeling. But when you feel the words, English becomes your strength.
Sir, I want to start using English like that, with feeling.
Then start today. Don't say, I'm learning English. Say, I'm becoming confident in English. Feel the difference.
It really feels different, lighter, more powerful.
That's the power of thought and language working together.
So, this is how we start our journey, not just with lessons, but with mindset.
Exactly. English is not only in your mouth, it's in your mind and in your heart. When they all work together, you become unstoppable.
I feel inspired already.
Good. Keep that fire, because from today, you're not just learning English, you're shaping your future with every word you speak.
Sir, can I tell you something honestly?
Always. Go ahead.
I think my biggest problem isn't grammar or vocabulary. It's fear. Every time I try to speak, my heart beats so fast, and then I stay silent.
That's the most common feeling. You're not alone. Every learner fights that fear. The fear of being judged, of making mistakes, of not sounding perfect.
Yes, exactly. I imagine people laughing at my accent or the way I say words.
Let me tell you something powerful. No one in this world speaks perfect English, not even native speakers. Everyone makes mistakes. The only difference is they don't stop speaking.
So they just keep talking, even with mistakes?
Yes, that's how confidence grows, by doing what scares you again and again until it stops scaring you.
But it feels so hard to start. My tongue freezes.
That's your brain protecting you from embarrassment. It says, stay quiet, stay safe. But you can train your brain to choose courage instead of comfort
How do I do that, sir?
by small steps. Start with short sentences. Don't aim for perfect grammar. Just speak. Even 2 words, good morning, thank you, how are you? That's how your voice learns to come out without fear.
So I don't need to wait till I'm perfect before speaking.
No, that's the biggest myth. You speak to become perfect, not after you're perfect. Confidence comes from action.
That makes sense. The more I speak, the easier it will get.
Exactly. Think of it like swimming. You can't learn it by reading about it. You learn only when you jump into the water.
And probably splash a lot at first.
Yes, that's part of learning, the messy part. You'll make mistakes, laugh, correct yourself, and grow.
But, sir, what if someone corrects me in a rude way?
Then smile, say thank you, and move on. Their reaction shows their character, not your ability. Remember, your goal isn't to impress people, it's to express yourself.
That's such a good line. Don't impress, express.
Exactly. When you speak from your heart, people listen. They don't care about your accent, they care about your energy.
I love that. But how do I practice without people around?
Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Describe your day in English. Speak to your mirror, your pet, even your cup of tea. The goal is to make speaking normal for your brain.
Talking to my cup of tea? That sounds funny.
It works.
When you remove the fear of being judged, your natural voice comes out. That's the real you speaking English.
So the real goal is not just to speak English, but to speak freely.
Perfectly said. Fluency is freedom, not the absence of mistakes.
Wow. I never saw it like that before.
Let me tell you something powerful. The moment you stop fearing mistakes, you start learning 10 times faster because your brain focuses on ideas, not fear.
That's true. I waste so much time worrying about what people will think.
From today, promise yourself this. You will never let fear control your tongue. Speak slowly, speak clearly, but speak.
I will, sir. Even if my voice shakes, I'll still speak.
That's it. Every sentence you speak is a small victory. Celebrate each one.
I can already feel lighter, like something heavy just left my chest.
That's courage. It's the sound of you believing in yourself.
Thank you, sir. You make English feel less scary and more exciting.
That's because English isn't about fear. It's about finding your voice. And you, my student, have just started to find yours.
Sir, after talking with you, I really want to make English a part of my daily life, but I don't know where to start.
That's the perfect mindset, because real confidence doesn't come from books. It comes from daily practice.
Daily practice? Like doing grammar exercises every day?
Not just grammar. Grammar is only one small piece. I'm talking about living with English, hearing it, feeling it, speaking it every single day.
Living with English? That sounds interesting, but how do I do that?
Start simple. Change your phone language to English. Read signs in English. Talk to yourself in English when you're getting ready or walking alone.
You mean like thinking in English too?
Exactly. When you start thinking in English, you stop translating, and that's when real confidence begins.
Hmm, I do try sometimes, but then I forget and go back to my native language.
That's okay. It's like training your brain. The more you practice, the stronger the habit becomes.
So, small daily habits can really make a big difference?
They make all the difference. Speak one new sentence daily. Watch one short English video. Learn one new word. Every small act adds up like drops in an ocean.
I like that. Drops in an ocean. It makes the journey feel peaceful, not stressful.
Exactly. English should never feel like pressure. It should feel like progress.
But, sir, sometimes I don't have anyone to practice with. That makes me lose motivation.
Then make yourself your partner. Record your voice daily. Listen to how you sound. You'll hear your progress better than anyone else.
Record myself? That sounds a little scary.
It does at first, but when you hear your own voice improving day by day, it becomes addictive, in a good way.
That actually sounds fun. I could even keep those recordings to look back later.
Perfect idea. You'll have proof that you're growing. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's built one brave word at a time.
Sir, sometimes I also feel shy when people around me switch to English. I just stay quiet.
That's normal. But next time, instead of staying quiet, just say one sentence, even a small one. Yes, I agree. That's right. Those few words break the barrier.
Hmm. So I don't need to talk a lot. Just start joining in.
Exactly. Confidence doesn't mean speaking fast. It means speaking without fear.
That's a relief.
I always thought fluent speakers talk nonstop.
No, true confidence is calm. When you're sure of yourself, even silence speaks for you.
I like that. Even silence speaks for you.
Keep that in mind. English is not about showing off. It's about expressing what's inside you, clearly and kindly.
So I should focus more on daily expression than perfection.
Exactly. Don't wait for big moments. Use small ones. Say thank you in English. Greet your teacher in English. Order food in English. These small wins build your confidence muscle.
Confidence muscle. I like that. So the more I use it, the stronger it gets?
Yes, confidence is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more powerful you become.
Sir, sometimes I also lose motivation halfway. How do I stay consistent?
By remembering why you started. Think of your reason, your dream job, your travels, your future. Whenever you feel tired, remind yourself, I'm not learning English. I'm building my future.
That really hits hard. I'm building my future.
Because it's true. English isn't just about language. It's about unlocking your potential.
Thank you, sir. Today, I feel like English isn't something I have to do. It's something I want to live.
That's the spirit. Make English your daily companion, not your subject.
I will, sir. From now on, I'll live with English every day. One word, one sentence, one moment at a time.
And that's exactly how confidence is born, not in classrooms, but in everyday life.
Sir, can I ask you something? I keep learning new English words, but after a few days, I forget them all. It's so frustrating.
That's one of the most common problems. You're not alone. Every learner faces that stage.
Really? I thought maybe I'm just bad at memorizing.
No, it's not about memory. It's about connection. You see, words are like people. You only remember them if you have a relationship with them.
Relationship with words?
Yes. When you meet a new person, you remember them because of a story, something they said, the feeling they gave you. Words work the same way. If you connect a word with emotion or experience, you'll never forget it.
So, you mean I should feel the word, not just repeat it?
Exactly. Let's take the example, the word hope. Don't just say it, feel it. Think of a time you hoped for something deeply. The moment you attach emotion to a word, it becomes alive.
That's powerful. So, instead of memorizing long lists, I should make small stories or feelings for each word.
That's the secret. Natural vocabulary building is not about force, it's about association.
Association?
Yes, connect new words with what you already know. For example, if you learn the word journey, imagine your own life journey. If you learn the word peace, imagine your favorite quiet place.
That makes it sound fun. I used to hate memorizing words because it felt so mechanical.
Because memorizing isn't learning, it's just storing. Real learning happens when a word becomes part of your world.
But, sir, how can I practice this daily? I don't always have time to make stories.
You don't need to write big stories, just one small sentence a day. Let's say you learn the word gratitude. You could say, I feel gratitude when my family smiles. Simple, personal, emotional.
Oh, so I should use new words in sentences that reflect my own life.
Exactly. Your brain remembers what feels real to you.
That's why movies, songs, and conversations help more than word lists.
That's true. I still remember words from English songs I used to hear years ago.
See? That's natural learning. You didn't force it. It just stayed with you because it had rhythm, feeling, and meaning.
So, should I listen to more songs or watch shows to improve vocabulary?
Definitely. But be smart about it. Don't just watch or listen, notice. When a word catches your attention, pause and ask yourself, what does it mean? Where can I use it?
I like that. Notice the word. It sounds like making friends with language.
Exactly. Treat English words like friends. The more you interact, the closer you get.
Sir, sometimes I also mix up words, like borrow and lend, or say and tell.
That's perfectly fine. Confusion is part of mastery. When you mix them, don't feel guilty. Just compare them. For example, borrow means you take, lend means you give. See the connection?
Oh, yes! That's actually easy to remember when you explain it like that.
Because learning is about understanding relationships, not memorizing facts.
Sir, you make English sound so human, like it has a heart.
It does. Every word carries someone's story, someone's emotion. When you respect that, the language becomes your companion.
So the secret is emotion, connection, and repetition, but in a natural way.
Exactly. Read, listen, speak, write. Do it all slowly but meaningfully. Don't rush. Let words sink in like music.
I think I've been too focused on speed, learning 50 words a day, but forgetting 49.
That's common. But remember, quality beats quantity. Even one well-understood word can change your expression.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Take the word believe. If you learn it deeply, you'll start using it everywhere. I believe in myself. I believe it's possible. Do you believe me? One word, endless uses.
I see. So, learning a word is like unlocking many doors.
Exactly. That's why natural learning is so powerful. Each new word expands not just your vocabulary, but your vision.
Sir, this actually feels inspiring now. I used to think vocabulary was boring.
That's because no one told you the secret. Vocabulary is the soul of language. Without it, grammar has no life.
I'll start today, sir. One new word, one emotion, one sentence every day.
Perfect. Keep a little word diary. Write each new word, a short sentence, and how it makes you feel. In a month, you'll have your own emotional dictionary.
Emotional dictionary. I love that.
And that's how you remember words forever. Not because you forced them, but because they became part of you.
Sir, thank you. I don't feel afraid of new words anymore.
That's the right spirit. English isn't a test. It's a journey of connection. And every word you truly understand brings you closer to confidence.
Sir, can I confess something? Grammar scares me. Every time I open a grammar book, it feels like a jungle of rules.
I understand. Most learners feel that way. But you know what? Grammar isn't a jungle. It's actually a map.
A map?
Yes, grammar doesn't exist to confuse you. It exists to guide you, to show you where words belong and how they connect. Without it, language would be chaos.
but it still feels so complicated. Tenses, verbs, prepositions, it's too much.
That's because most people try to learn grammar like math. But English grammar isn't about memorizing formulas. It's about seeing patterns.
Patterns?
Exactly. Think of grammar like rhythm in music. You don't memorize every beat, you feel it. Once you hear it enough times, your body moves with it naturally. English works the same way.
That actually sounds peaceful. So grammar has rhythm too?
Of course. Let's take a small example. I go, I went, I will go. See the rhythm? Present, past, future. 3 steps, 1 movement through time.
Oh, that makes sense. I never thought of it like that before.
That's because grammar becomes easier when it's felt, not feared. You just need to listen, repeat, and notice patterns in real conversations.
So instead of reading 10 pages, I should listen more?
Exactly. Listen, speak, and read naturally. Grammar is hidden in everything you hear. When you listen to a movie dialogue, I was thinking, you are amazing. She has gone. Your brain is already learning grammar subconsciously.
Wow. So I'm already learning grammar without even knowing it.
Absolutely. You've been learning it since the first time you heard English. You just didn't realize it.
That's such a relief. I always thought I had to memorize every single rule.
You don't. You just need to understand the heart of each rule. For example, tenses are simply time. Prepositions show position. Articles, a, and, the, just help you point to things clearly. That's it.
So grammar isn't something to memorize, but something to understand.
Exactly. Once you understand, your sentences start flowing naturally.
But, sir, sometimes I mix up tenses while speaking. Like, I say, I go yesterday instead of I went yesterday.
That's completely normal. Mistakes are part of fluency. You should never stop yourself just because you might make one. Speak first, fix later.
Speak first, fix later. I like that.
It's the golden rule of learning. Confidence first, correction second. If you always wait to be perfect, you'll never speak.
That's true. I often pause too much because I'm afraid to be wrong.
Then let's change that habit. From now on, when you speak English, imagine grammar as a friend walking beside you, not a teacher judging you.
A friendly grammar. That's a new idea.
Yes, because grammar's job is to help you express, not to stop you from speaking.
But, sir, people often correct me mid-sentence. That makes me lose confidence.
Then tell them politely, let me finish first. Speaking is practice, not a test. The more you speak, the more naturally grammar will fall into place.
That's a great point. I'll try that next time.
Good. Also, when you notice a mistake, don't feel bad. Just repeat the correct version softly to yourself. For example, say, I go yesterday, I went yesterday. That gentle correction trains your brain instantly.
So, small self-corrections help more than someone shouting wrong at you.
Exactly. The brain learns faster with kindness, not fear.
Sir, what about grammar exercises? Should I do them daily?
They help, but keep them light. 10 minutes of real-life examples is better than 1 hour of rules. Watch a short video, read a small paragraph, and notice how sentences are formed. That's natural grammar practice.
I see. So grammar is everywhere if we pay attention.
Exactly. Every movie, every quote, every line you read, grammar lives there quietly. You just have to observe.
That actually makes grammar feel less scary.
That's the goal. When you stop fearing grammar, it starts working for you.
Sir, can you tell me one simple way to make grammar practice more fun?
Sure. Create short conversations using new grammar rules. For example, practice one tense each day. Today, I cook. Yesterday, I cooked. Tomorrow, I will cook. Turn grammar into real-life talk.
Oh, that sounds fun, like mini role plays.
Exactly. When you make grammar emotional, it becomes memorable.
Emotional?
Yes, attach a feeling to every sentence. Instead of, I am happy, say, I am happy because I learned something new today. Feel the grammar through emotion.
That's beautiful. It makes grammar feel alive.
Because it is alive. Grammar isn't about rules on paper. It's about the rhythm of real speech.
Sir, I think I'm finally starting to like grammar.
That's all I wanted to hear. When grammar becomes your friend, fluency follows naturally.
Thank you, sir. I'll start listening to grammar from now on, not memorizing it.
Perfect. Listen, feel, and use it in small steps. Grammar will quietly do its magic.
Sir, may I tell you something honestly?
Of course, always. What's on your mind?
I can understand English when others speak, but when it's my turn, my mind goes blank. I start translating in my head, and then I forget everything.
That's one of the biggest barriers every learner faces, the translation trap.
Translation trap?
Yes, it's when you think in your native language first, then try to change every word into English. But by the time you do that, the moment is gone.
Exactly. That's what happens every time I speak. It feels so slow, like my brain is stuck in traffic.
That's a perfect way to describe it. And the only way to free that traffic is to change how you think.
How do I do that, sir?
By training your brain to think directly in English. Stop translating. Start expressing.
But that sounds really hard. How can I think in English if I've always thought in my own language?
Slowly, step by step. Let's start simple. When you see something around you, name it in English. Chair, window, phone. When you feel something, describe it. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm excited. That's how your brain begins to build English pathways.
So it's like reprogramming my brain little by little?
Exactly. You're building a new way of seeing the world through English.
I never thought of it like that. But sometimes I feel nervous to speak, even when I know the words.
That's fear, not lack of skill. And fear fades only when you start using the language.
Using, even if I make mistakes?
Especially when you make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're trying.
But what if people laugh or judge me?
Then let them. Their laughter doesn't define your growth. Every confident speaker you admire
once made thousands of mistakes.
Ah, that's comforting. So, confidence comes from practice, not perfection.
Exactly. The more you speak, the faster fear disappears. Think of speaking as exercising your voice. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes.
But, sir, when I try to speak English, I often pause a lot. It feels awkward.
That's completely fine. Even native speakers pause. Pauses aren't weakness, they're natural breathing spaces for thoughts.
So, I shouldn't be afraid of silence while speaking.
No, silence is your friend. Use it to think calmly instead of panicking.
I like that. Silence is my friend.
Yes, and here's another secret. Speak with emotion, not perfection. When your feelings are real, people listen, even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Emotion matters more than grammar.
Always. Communication is about connection, not correctness.
That's a beautiful thought.
Think about it. When a child speaks, we don't judge grammar, we feel their honesty. That's how language is meant to be, honest and alive.
So, to stop translating, I need to think simple, speak honestly, and focus on feelings.
Perfectly said. Also, repeat short daily phrases in English. Good morning. How are you? I'm learning. The more your mouth gets used to English rhythm, the less you'll translate.
It's like teaching my tongue to move differently.
Exactly. English has its own rhythm and music. You have to feel that rhythm.
Sir, can I practice with my mirror?
Absolutely. Mirror practice is powerful. Look into your eyes and speak. It helps you connect with your confidence, not your fear.
I might feel silly at first.
Everyone does, but soon you'll start enjoying it. You'll see progress, not just in English, but in how you see yourself.
You know, I think fear isn't just about English. It's also about how I see myself. Like, I'm not good enough to speak.
Knightley, you just said something very deep. Most language fear comes from self-doubt, not from lack of knowledge. You're already good enough. You just need to believe it.
Believe it. Yes.
Confidence in language starts with self-kindness. Talk to yourself like a friend, not a critic.
That's powerful. I've always been too hard on myself when I made mistakes.
Then today, make a promise. Never apologize for learning. Every mistake you make in English is a step towards fluency.
I promise. I'll stop apologizing for trying.
Good. And here's one more tip. When you can't find the perfect English word, use simple ones. Fluency isn't big words, it's clear ideas.
So it's better to say, I'm not sure, than to struggle with something complicated.
Exactly. Simplicity is strength. Speak clearly, and confidence will follow naturally.
I'm starting to see speaking differently now. It's not a test, it's expression.
That's the truth. When you speak, you're not showing your English level, you're sharing your thoughts.
And thoughts don't need to be perfect, they just need to be real.
Beautifully said. That's the spirit of true communication.
Thank you, sir. I feel lighter now, like I can finally breathe while speaking.
That's what confidence feels like, not the absence of fear, but the courage to speak anyway.
Sir, I've been hearing you talk about this From Zero to Hero series, but what exactly will we learn in it?
I'm glad you asked that. This series is your full journey.
from knowing nothing about English to speaking it with confidence and joy.
So it's for absolute beginners?
Exactly. Even if someone knows only a few words, they can start right here. I'll take you from the very basics, slowly, clearly, and step by step.
That sounds exciting, but what will we actually cover?
A lot, but all in a simple, practical way. We'll begin with daily use English, the words and phrases people really use in everyday life.
Like how to greet someone, introduce ourselves, ask simple questions?
Exactly. Then we'll move to grammar, but not the complicated kind. Only what helps you speak better. Simple rules that make sentences easy to build.
That sounds much easier than reading grammar books.
That's the idea. This isn't school. This is real communication training. You'll also learn vocabulary for real-life situations, for travel, shopping, work, and daily conversations.
Oh, that's useful. I always forget the right words when I need them.
You won't anymore, because we'll practice together, not just memorizing, but using those words in natural ways.
And what about pronunciation? Sometimes I say words, but they sound wrong.
Yes, pronunciation is a big part of this course. I'll show you how to speak clearly and naturally, with confidence, not fear. You'll learn how to move your mouth, how to use rhythm, and how to sound more fluent, step by step.
So it's not just about words, but also how we sound?
Exactly. Because confidence doesn't come from knowing English, it comes from feeling English. And we'll build that feeling together through real speaking practice.
Speaking practice, like talking in class?
Yes, but even better. You'll practice speaking every day with short guided dialogues, small tasks, and even real-life role plays. You'll speak to learn, not just learn to speak.
That sounds fun. Sometimes I just need someone to guide me slowly.
That's what this series is for. Every episode will guide you like a friend, slow, clear, and motivating. You'll never feel lost.
Can I ask what kind of topics we'll talk about?
Of course, you'll learn how to introduce yourself, ask and answer questions, talk about your day, describe things, express feelings, give opinions, and handle real situations like ordering food, making plans, and more.
Wow, that's everything I wanted to learn.
And the best part? You'll grow in confidence. Every week, you'll notice your voice getting stronger, your sentences smoother, and your fear disappearing.
That's exactly what I need, not just English, but confidence.
Then you're in the right place. English will not just be a subject anymore. It will become your skill, your tool, your voice.
I'm already feeling excited. So, this series will really take us from zero to hero?
Yes, step by step. Each episode is a small victory. You'll go from understanding nothing to understanding everything, slowly, clearly, and confidently.
And everything is free to learn, right?
Absolutely free. All lessons, all practice sessions, everything designed to make learning easy and enjoyable.
That's amazing. I think many people will join once they hear this.
That's the goal, to build a community of learners who grow together, help each other, and speak with pride.
So, when do we start, sir?
We already have. The The moment you decided to learn, your journey began. Now, we'll just walk together. One word, one sentence, one confident voice at a time.
I can't wait for the next lesson.
Then get ready, because from now on, English will not just be a subject anymore. It will become your life.
Sir, sometimes when I see others speaking English so easily, I feel small, like maybe I'll never reach that level.
That feeling is natural. Everyone starts from zero. Even those fluent speakers you admire now.
Really? Even they were once beginners?
Of course. No one is born fluent. Even I started from zero. And if I can do it, you can too.
But sometimes I make so many mistakes. I feel embarrassed.
Mistakes are not failure. They're signs of growth. Each mistake means you tried. And trying is what moves you forward.
Still, when I hear my own wrong pronunciation, I just stop speaking.
Don't stop. Every wrong word you say today makes tomorrow's words easier. Fluency doesn't come from silence. It comes from brave speaking.
Brave speaking. I like that. But how can I stay motivated when progress feels slow?
By remembering why you started. You didn't begin this journey to be perfect. You began to express yourself, to grow, to connect. That purpose is stronger than any mistake.
Sometimes I forget that. I just compare myself to others.
Comparison steals joy. You are not in a race, you're on a personal journey. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday.
That sounds peaceful. To just grow at my own pace.
Exactly. English is like a plant. It grows with daily care, not by rushing. Water it with small practice every day, and soon it will bloom naturally.
So, daily practice is more important than long study sessions.
Yes, 5 minutes of daily speaking is better than 2 hours once a week. Consistency beats intensity.
I'll remember that. But what if one day I don't feel like practicing?
Then just listen. Watch, read, or think in English. Some days you plant, some days you water, and some days you just watch your growth. But never give up.
That's such a gentle way to learn. I think I was too hard on myself.
Be kind to yourself. English is not a test. It's a friendship. The more you spend time with it, the closer it gets to you.
That's beautiful, sir. I never thought of it like that.
And remember, progress is invisible at first. You might feel nothing is changing, but your brain is learning quietly in the background.
So even when I can't see results, I'm still improving?
Exactly. Learning a language is like sunrise. It happens slowly, but surely.
I like that. Slowly but surely.
And every step counts. Even listening to one English sentence today is a step toward fluency.
I think I understand now. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up every day.
Yes, show up, even when you don't feel ready. Speak, even when you're unsure. That's how confidence is born.
You make it sound so simple.
It is simple, not easy, but simple. All it takes is patience and heart.
Then I'll promise myself something. I won't quit, no matter how slow I go.
That's the spirit. Every hero was once a beginner who refused to stop.
I guess I'm becoming that beginner now.
And soon, you'll become the hero who inspires others. Because the moment you keep going, you've already won.
Thank you, sir. I needed this encouragement.
Always remember, your progress might be silent, but it's real. Keep moving, keep believing, and English will walk beside you.